everyone. I hope you're having a great day, and I hope you're not out running around trying to get last minute shopping done. So I am going to share what I call our Christmas breakfast casserole. This is a breakfast casserole that I have been fixing for, it's been a favorite in my family for probably 25 plus years, I'm guessing. It's very easy. You can assemble it the night before, set it in the refrigerator. The next morning, take it out, let it set for 30 or 45 minutes because it's in a glass plate. You don't want to go from a cold refrigerator to a hot oven right away. It'll bust your bowl here. So, but it is, let me show you the recipe. This is my little book of our family favorites. This is it right here, and I'll post it below. And may even take a picture of this, and I put it on some Christmas paper back a long time ago. This is a recipe book of family favorites, and boy, does it need organizing. So, but yeah, that's it right there. And for the sake of time, I have done cut the crust off my bread, and I have done buttered it. I have done sprayed my pan. Okay. So what you need is 6 slices of bread. It said stale bread. I really don't. I leave mine out for a little while, but not long. Cut the crust off of it. By the time you cut the crust off of it and leave it laying, it's halfway stale. But I cut the crust off of it. I sprayed my pan, cut the crust off my bread, and you butter it. And I don't know why. This is just the recipe that I got years ago. So, but what you do, you butter the bread, and then you take the you brown and drain the sausage. Now, for the sake of being easy, I have bought this. This is the Jimmy Dean fully cooked. Meat lovers. Now, used to, you could just get the pork sausage, but now the only one I could find this year had bacon crumbles in it. So I thought, okay, you can't go wrong with bacon, can you? So this one's going to have bacon in it. I have tried it with ham before, and I've tried it with crumbled bacon before, and it just wasn't the same. The sausage just gives it that good flavor, so I don't know. But I'm going to use this, but you can take a pound of sausage, you know, the roll sausage or whatever, or you could take slices if you had slices, you know, and just fry it and crumble it. That's all you've got to do is just have fully cooked, crumbled sausage, okay? And so I'm using this for the sake of speed. And then you need 6 eggs, which I have in here beaten. Actually, you can put more. You can put, if you want this to go a little further, y'all, I have put up to 8 or 10 eggs in it before. And it's fine. It tastes good. It seems like it makes it a little fluffier. But it calls for 6 eggs beaten. It calls for 1 to 2 cups of cheese. I do 2 because it's cheese. Why do just 1 if you can do 2? It's cheese. Everybody wants more cheese. And then you have to have 2 cups. Let me get the carton over here so I can show you. You need 2 cups of half and half milk, okay? And I bought the big one because I'm going to make 2 of them, 2 of the casseroles. So, and that's what's in here is half and half, okay? Now, you can use regular milk. I have used regular milk because one year I just could not find half and half. I don't know what happened, but every store I went to was sold out. So, but you can use regular milk. With regular milk, it's fine. There's nothing wrong with it. The only thing about the half and half, it will give it a little bit of a richer texture, you know, a richer taste. So, but for the sake of time, got my bread, got it buttered. I'm gonna, and you could cook your sausage ahead of time too if you wanted to, y'all. You know, and like the day before or something when you're doing some other Christmas cooking, and just put it in the refrigerator. So, but I'm just gonna pop the top off of this, and you just take your sausage and just kind of sprinkle. Now the next one I'm gonna do is for my daughter's family, and the 2 little ones aren't. They don't want a whole lot of sausage. So, but you just kind of spread the sausage out. And I'm going to go ahead and bake this one today instead of waiting until in the morning. For one reason, because it's good and you can have it for supper the night before if you want to. We've done that before. But also so I can get some video and show you, okay? To kind of show y'all what it's like. So, but basically you just put the sausage on here. And then let me make sure All right, yep. Sprinkle the cheese. Okay. Just kind of as even as you know, even it out. Okay. And then you have your eggs beaten. You beat your eggs up. Beat them up. You know, that sounded bad, didn't it? And you beat your eggs up, and then you pour your half and half into the eggs. Okay, like that. And then this recipe calls for 1 teaspoon of ground mustard. And like I said, I know this is an odd recipe with stale bread and buttered bread and all that, but y'all, it works. I don't know. I guess you could also call this a quiche or a frittata. I don't know really what the difference is. I call it a casserole because I'm from the South, and if there's a bunch of ingredients thrown into a pan together and baked, it's a casserole. So that's just how we roll here. So, but and this kind of gets a little tricky trying to get that mixed in, and then it calls for a teaspoon of salt too now, but you can salt and pepper to taste. So what I'm going to do, I do not add my salt in here because once I pour this in, I come back with my salt and pepper and just kind of, you know, put it over the top. So, but you can do it however. You can leave the salt out. You can wait and salt and pepper it after you get to the table. So, but anyhow, you just give that a real good mix like that. And like I said, y'all, you can use extra eggs. Matter of fact, I think I may have put 1 or 2 extra in this one just because it makes it more fluffy. Okay. And then you come back. I'm making sure I'm getting this right, y'all, because I don't want to have to film this again. All right, pour over, and it says refrigerate overnight. And then you bake it at 350 for 40 minutes, uncovered. But I'm going to go ahead and bake mine. And y'all, this freezes good, too. If you have some left over, which you probably won't, it freezes so good. So, but you just kind of evenly pour it. And I know it's going to look like there's not enough liquid. But once it bakes, it will be fine, I promise. So I'm going to leave all this stuff out because I'm fixing to make one for my daughter. The one I make for my daughter, I'm going to take some of the sausage and put just very little on one end and then push the rest over to the other end. So, but that's it, y'all. I'm going to put a little bit of salt and pepper on it, and then we'll salt and pepper it again. You know, like I said, you can do that to taste. So, I'm walking away from you. I hope you can still hear me. But for us, we like a good bit of pepper and salt. So, I'll just kind of do it on the top there. And then the other one, the one I'm going to do for my daughter, I want salt and pepper, of course. I'll just put the salt in it like it calls for. But she comes... Let me show you. She shows up every Christmas Eve or so with her glass pan, and it's kind of like just it's in code. I know what it means. It's, Mama, would you please put a casserole in this for us? But what I'll do with hers, I'm just going to make it like this without the salt and pepper, you know, and move the sausage, and then I'll just put the lid on it. And I'm going to stick it in the refrigerator, and they're going to come by tonight. They go by every Christmas Eve. Her girls are in the Girl Scouts. Every Christmas Eve, they buy extra cookies at the cookie sale, and then they put notes thanking our EMS service, our EMS workers, and our firefighters, our police officers, our sheriff's department, our 911, our life flight people, all of the emergency people that are, you know, have to work on Christmas Eve and Christmas Day. They will go by, her and the girls and her husband, and they'll take the girls by and they'll give those cookies to them and thank them for their service. So, and while they're out, I said all that to say this, okay. While they're out, they'll come by and pick up their casserole. So, but y'all, I will be back with you in a minute. I'm going to stick this in the oven and I will show you what it looks like when I get back. Okay, there it is. Can you see it? Steaming hot. Right out of the oven. Now it will settle too. See it rises up, it'll settle back down. once it kind of cools. But how you like my hot pad there? It's a dish rag. I grabbed it and set it out. So, but I'll slice some and come back and show you with it plated up. And here it is, plated up, y'all. It looks so good. Now you can do biscuits with it, you could do bacon with it, you could do toast with it. There's so much you can do, but it's kind of a meal in itself. What we do, I just put a little grape jelly on the side, or jam, or whatever you want, you know, whatever kind of jelly you like. And we just kind of eat it with the jelly. That's kind of what we do. So, and then of course orange juice. And don't mind the half a cup of coffee. I started on that while I was getting the rest of this stuff done. And I went ahead and cooked it, y'all. And it's like, it's noon, and we had it for lunch too. So, but just kind of getting a little close up there. Can you see it? It settles back down, like I said, afterwards. So, and we just do a little grape jelly with it. And, or whatever jelly you like. You know, if you want peach or apple jelly, or you might even have some homemade jellies that would go good with it. So, but a little orange juice and we are good to go. So, but thank you so much for watching. Sorry this has been kind of long, but that's just how I ramble sometime. So, but thanks for watching, and I hope everyone has a wonderful, wonderful Christmas. And Merry Christmas to everybody, and God bless.